Why do so many white people get on podcasts, get on TikTok, and talk about how their children don't bathe or how they don't bathe? I feel like there's something to discuss here about whiteness and how it is viewed as clean and pure and better and primary and default. And really, the history goes to show that white people have always been disgusting. Indigenous people, African people, they were bathing, and many of them noted that the first like sign of Europeans was their stench, that they were just putrid. And I do think a lot of the reason why people of color in America are so clean, smell so good, have to have their hair done, have to have their makeup done, is because of upward mobility, because the standard for them is so much higher than it is for white people. Like, white women can just walk into Target with a messy bun and sweatpants, and it's like, oh, look at her, like, she could be a multi-millionaire, her husband could be an entrepreneur, yet a black woman is not afforded that same luxury. So I really feel like white women are just rubbing that level of privilege in when they go on podcasts or come on TikTok and talk about how their kids don't bathe. Like, that is disgusting. I'm sorry. I grew up taking a bath every single night. My parents brushed my hair every single night, brushed my hair every single morning. It wasn't that big of a deal. When I got older, I was given deodorant and face wash, and that, like, I have actually been showering twice a day, often, like, especially in the summer, morning and night showers, especially if I'm pregnant. Sometimes I would shower 3 times a day. Like, wash yourself. My sons do not go to bed unless they're clean. I don't want their dirty bodies in their bed, and then every time they get into bed, it's dirty from the day. That's just my own opinion, but I do think that the larger discussion here about whiteness and why white people love to bring it up, love to talk about it. It's like they know somewhere that they are given the power to not have to bathe their kids and still be given so many privileges.
The white race has a lighter skin color. Whites are always seen as cleaner human beings due to this skin color, and the blacks have been smeared the dirty picture because of how, or the dark pigment, the, how do we call it, the melanin pigment that is based on their skin. And some of them, or some of the whites, have been seen saying that they touched a black suit that is so dirtifying, and that is why they consider blacks as dirty. Some of them say that this has been contributed to or by lack of bathing or daily showering. But this video brings a different picture, and it shows how smelly and how the whites do not take daily baths, and this has made them to be dirty as compared to the black counterparts who over time have been seen as the dirty ones. So let's watch this video and comment in the end.
I found myself on Black TikTok recently. I don't know how I got there. Okay? But I just have a message to my fellow white people. Hey guys, we're so stinky. We are so smelly, you know? We are just so smelly. And I think here's what I've pulled, okay? All right. I feel as if, first of all, a washcloth, it's so cheap. It's so handy. Yeah, it is. And it can, fun fact, it goes in the washing machine so you don't need to keep Anyway, you know it's not working, and here's what I'm hearing. Here's what I'm hearing is happening. A little soap, a little, all done. Hey guys, your body's bigger than that. You know, when I'm coughing because I just ripped a crazy dab, my kneecaps sweat. You know? My kneecaps are sweating. And you know what? I'm walking in my stinky, smelly feet all the time. I'm standing in water. Hey girl, that's not good enough. The water's hitting my butt cheeks. Hey sister, that's not good enough. I know that I have 25% male audience. They're creeping, you know? And I know that I got some white men here, okay? Hey guys, it can always be better. And here's the thing, I have a feeling that the reason why white people are so stinky smelly is it's like a white supremacy thing. And don't, it's because I think that it's like, whiteness is cleanliness, is purity. I'm clean. No, we're not. Do you know what a dry brush is? Hi. Do you know what a dry brush is? What's that? I'm no pony. You, please. Oh, anyway. Dry brush, I'm serious, guys. I'm actually serious. A dry brush, we use it before the shower. Okay? Little gentle strokes. My skin, it's too sensitive. It's too pure and sensitive. No. That's because it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're exfoliating for the first time, okay? Some gentle strokes. You're gonna see flakes are gonna be flying like fireworks, sister, and that's okay. That's okay. I grew up with my friends being like, oh my God, I'm ashy, I need lotion. And here's me, I'm saying, that never happens to me, so I guess I never need to meet a friend named Lotion. Is what I say. Nope. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna get the biggest bottle of lotion, and you're just gonna keep it around. And then you're just gonna pump that baby whenever. But you know what you're gonna do after you shower you're gonna lotion up. The same thing that you're doing to your face, you're doing it to your whole body, girl. And that dry brushing's gonna be, and then you go in the shower, you get those gloves on. I know they're scary, but it's just so easy, so cheap. And you're just gonna exfoliate and grab your washcloth and wash. I'm so serious, guys. I'm so serious. I sit next to the smelliest white kid. And I just, my parents never taught me this. I had to learn this from Black TikTok. I'm serious, and this is a problem. Y'all, it's a problem. Clean your ass. Okay, bye.
We need to say the truth. White people have never been clean. Not now, not ever. The entire history of Europe is a story of people refusing to wash their asses while looking down on everyone else. Let's start with the ancestors you worship so much. Medieval and early modern Europeans. People so filthy they were literally scared of water. They believed that bathing opened the pores and let in disease, so instead of washing, they simply wiped themselves down with dry rags and perfume. Imagine thinking water is bad for you while living in streets filled with feces and piss. Doctors warned against bathing, saying that it was too stimulating and would weaken the body. Instead, they told people to rub themselves with dry powders or just change their linens and call it a day. King Louis XIV of France, the Sun King, bathed twice in his entire life. Let that sink in. The most powerful man in Europe smelled like a rotting corpse dipped in cologne. Queen Isabella of Spain also bragged about only bathing twice in her entire life. These people ruled empires while literally festering in their own filth. You want to call other people savages? Let's talk about their hygiene habits, or lack thereof. They didn't wash their clothes. They just aired them out like letting filth touch fresh air was some kind of magical cleaning method. They slept in lice-infested beds and wore the same sweat-soaked, piss-stained clothing for weeks or months at a time. Queen Elizabeth I bragged about only changing her undergarments once a month. Her whole palace must have smelled like a backed-up sewer. Their mouths? A disaster. Europeans didn't brush their teeth. At all. By the time they were 30, their mouths were full of blackened, rotting stumps. King James I of England's breath was so bad, people would write him letters telling him how unbearable it was to be near him. Meanwhile, at the exact same time, indigenous Americans, Africans, and Asians were bathing daily, cleaning their teeth with herbs, and wearing fresh clothes. But Europeans pulled up smelling like roadkill and still had the audacity to call everyone else dirty. Let's talk about the cities you love to glorify. Paris, London, and Rome. These places were open cesspools. People threw their shit and piss into the streets because they didn't have proper sewage systems. London's Thames River was literally so full of human waste that it became toxic. In 1858, the Parliament had to shut down because of the stench, called the Great Stink, was so unbearable. Paris? Just as bad. The streets were covered with garbage, excrement, and dead animals. It was so bad that the air itself was dangerous to breathe. Meanwhile, at the exact same time, the Aztecs had running water, street cleaners, and aqueducts bringing fresh water into the city. So tell me again, who are the real savages? But let's not pretend this filth is just in the past. White people are still dirty today. You have to be convinced to wash your legs in the shower. Doctors are telling you to wash your damn feet because so many of you think that you can just let the water trickle down and that's enough. The 2020s exposed how many white celebrities don't bathe daily. Ashton Kutcher, Kristen Bell, Jake Gyllenhaal, all proudly claiming they don't shower unless they see dirt. White parents are still proudly saying that they only bathe their kids when they start to smell. Imagine raising the next generation of walking biohazards. You normalized wearing outside clothes to bed, spreading whatever germs you caught from the outside world directly onto your sheets. You go to bed without washing your hands, your face, or brushing your teeth, and wonder why your skin looks like a medieval battlefield. Meanwhile, Black, Latino, Asian, and indigenous cultures have always prioritized hygiene. Africans were using shea butters, scented oils, and natural soaps before Europeans even knew what soap was. Indigenous Americans bathed in rivers daily using herbal cleansers. South Asian and Middle Eastern cultures developed some of the earliest bathhouses, perfumes, and skincare regimens. Latinos are known for showering twice a day and keeping their homes spotless. And yet, white people still have the nerve to act like they invented civilization. The reality? You have never been clean. Your ancestors weren't clean. Your great-grandparents weren't clean. Your hygiene habits, questionable at best. Cope.
After watching this video, what do you depict from it? Because the narratives have been built across. Every time we see a white man, we see them as closer to God. And even the context of a quote which says that cleanliness is closer to godliness has been not taken into context that it deserves. And some of them say that the whites are closer to God because of how whitish they are, not considering that even that doesn't care about white skin color. You can be white, I can be black, but if I bathe daily and you don't, then you will be smelly, because we are all humans. We have the same skin, we have all senses. The same skin is just differentiated by the color or the skin pigment, because we blacks have the black pigment in our skin, but that doesn't make us so much different. We're the same. We are all having human nature in us, so we have to be clean and maintain high hygiene. If you don't do this, then we will be different in terms of how dirty we are. And that is why in this video there's an expose of how whites are not clean. They are dirty in terms of how they carry out themselves. When they go to washrooms, they don't do thorough cleaning, which makes them not appealing. And if you've been near many of the white men or women, some of them are not so much clean as compared to the blacks. That is what this video exposed to us. So when we argue, let's make an argument based on things that or rather with consideration that we are all humans, because you can't say that a black person is dirty because of his skin color, yet this video exposed that whites don't take regular shower, and through lack of regular shower, then obviously that person is much dirty. So let's carry on with these conversations and eliminate the thought that blacks are inferior beings, because blacks are humans and blacks also matter. Let's see what you have to say on this video so that we interact more. Also, if you're watching us for the first time, consider making your subscription. Thank you, and may God bless you.